Hello, and welcome to another horror news. I haven't been able to do one of these in a while. Hasn't been really a whole lot going on, but we got quite a bit to talk about today. So let's get started. Let's find our first article. Here's our first one. We're going to talk about Godzilla versus Kong. Sequel confirms cast plot details. I know this isn't really totally horror, but most of the people in the community do love these movies. Though filming has been ongoing on the project for some time, Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures have confirmed the first details on the upcoming follow-up to 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong. As previously reported, director Adam Wingard will return behind the camera for the film and will welcome back returning cast members Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry. I don't know if I've said the name right, probably not. And Kaylee Hoddle, along with newcomers Dan Stevens and Fala Chin. I'm horrible at names. I've probably mispronounced most of these. Alex Ferns and Rachel House. The film does not currently have a title, but is being written by Terry, this person from Pirates of the Caribbean, and Jeremy Slater from Moon Knight, and Simon Barrett for Your Next. Your Next is an awesome movie, by the way. According to the official press release from the studios, this latest entry follows up the explosive showdown of Godzilla vs. Kong with an all new climatic adventure pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. The epic new film will evolve further into the histories of these titans, their origins, and the mysteries of Skull Island and beyond, while uncovering the mythic battle that helped forge these extraordinary beginnings and tie them to humankind forever. Pro- Production is ongoing in Queens Island, Australia, or Queensland, Australia, excuse me, with the feature film scheduled to be released on March 15th, 2024. Wingard will be reunited with several of his collaborators from the 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong, including director Ben, not going to try it, production designer Tom Hammock, editor Josh, that guy, and composer Tom. The film will also see some new faces on the creative side, including costume designer Emily from The Invisible Man, makeup artist Sabrina Wilson from The Suicide Squad, hairstylist Gloria from The Tomorrow War, and VFX supervisor, that person, from Ghostbusters Afterlife and the Adam Project. I haven't got to see the Adam Project yet, but the Ghostbusters Afterlife is amazing. Upon its release last year, Godzilla vs. Kong marked one of the most successful movies at the box office of the pandemic era, also kicking off Warner Brothers' 2021 plans of a day and date movie streaming on HBO Max. In total, the film grossed over 460 million worldwide and has become a second movie to gross over 100 million domestically since the pandemic began, a feat achieved many times over since then. The Godzilla vs. Kong sequel will arrive in theaters 2024. What are you hoping to see happen in the movie? Blah, blah, blah. So let's go to our next article. I think we'll keep it in the King Kong Godzilla realm. It's more King Kong, though. live action King Kong series in development at Disney Plus. This kind of scares me a little bit, not gonna lie. Variety brings word that live action series detailing the origin of the iconic movie monster King Kong is in the works at Disney Plus. According to the trade, the series will be a serialized drama that would explore Khan's origins as well as the mysteries of his home, Skull Island. That person who developed Amazon Prime Video's Paper Girls adaptation, I've not seen that, so I cannot speak on that person, is set to write and produce. This person who developed Amazon Prime's Video Paper Girls adaptation is set to write and produce. Filmmaker James Wan, I love his work, most of it, will also produce, though his Atomic Monster banner alongside of Michael Clear and Rob Hatchett, Disney branded television will produce the series, which doesn't yet have a targeted release date. You may be reading the story and wondering how exactly can Disney Plus or can Disney do that? Didn't Warner Brothers make the last Kong movie? To make it simple, the rights to King Kong are very complicated, but at its core, a piece of the character exists within public domain, specifically the novelization of the original 1933 feature film, allowing anyone to make anything of their choosing with the character and his setting as long as they use it as their inspiration. What makes this announcement slightly more curious, however, is Variety's note that the film will be based on the original feature by Marion Cooper, as well as novelizations by artist Joe DeVito, produced in conjunction with Cooper's estate. What is this piece of the announcement? What this piece of the announcement seems to indicate is that Disney will be free to use not only pieces of the Kong movie itself, there are some minor differences in the feature film and the novelization, but also many of the novels by DeVito that were published from the late 90s into the early 2000s. This will help Disney differentiate their versions from the character and his tropical home from many others that exist, ironically, using the actual bias for the story rather than the pieces that are public domain. Legendary MonsterVerse series has also has a live action TV series in the works set up at Apple TV, which will be connected to the film. So that sucks. Well, only sucks because I don't have Apple. I would like to see a MonsterVerse. Disney's upcoming series marks the latest large piece of media that will include Kong, a sequel to. Okay, we've just read that, so I will not get into that. So that is those stories. That's all I have on Kong and Godzilla. This is somewhat, I would say, horror related, but more mystery related. But I really enjoyed this series. Only Murders in the Building. It is on Hulu and it has Martin Short, Selena Gomez, and Steve Martin. Forgot his name for a second. Paul Rudd joins Only Murders in the Building for season 3. So that'll be interesting. Given the fandom for Only Murders in the Building is tantalizing mysteries and the fact that its season 2 finale has just landed, I have not seen the finale yet. So, but other than that, I've really enjoyed it. We'll we'll preface all of the story with a whopping great spoiler alert. And and with that out of the way, we can get to the meat after a quick cameo in said finale. Paul Rudd is a part. Oh, so Paul Rudd's a cameo. So be warned, they do say there's going to be spoilers. I am not seeing the finale, so I'll be getting spoiled along with you guys. Rudd, in his brief appearance as a part of a 1 year time jump at the end of season 2, plays Ben Glenroy, the lead in director Oliver Putnam's Martin Short big return to Broadway. A big return that is slightly spoiled when Ben keels over dead as the curtain dries on the first night. It is also revealed that he and co star Charles Hayden Savage, which is Steve Martin, had beef, with Charles warning him away from a yet to be revealed her. Talking to Deadline shows co creator John Hoffman talking about how they scored Rudd. We're all fans of his, but also Paul has a pretty close relationship with Martin Short and has also made a film with Selena Gomez, and she adores him. But the kicker is that Paul has revered Steve Martin since he was a kid. So all the things came together for this big ask, Hoffman says. Interesting. We were saying, is there any word where a major movie star could come in and do this 5 minutes for our season finale? But more importantly, when it comes around to shooting season 3, many months from now, would he be available because he is now certain kind of a certain kind of victim within our show? We need to have time with him. Would he come back and play with us in season 3? God love Paul Rudd because he immediately said yes. Season 3 then will be set in the aftermath of Ben's death, but also flashback to his time in rehearsal, unless the plan is for Rudd to just play a corpse, although the season, which is on its way, would be funny. Yet perhaps the biggest mystery for the sleuths Charles, Oliver, and Mabel, which is Selena, to solve will be the mystery for the sleuths to solve. How the heck does Rudd stay looking so young? So yeah, Paul Rudd is coming to Only Murders in the Building season 3, and apparently he made a cameo in that. So interesting. So that's good to know. I'm excited to hear about that. I love Paul Rudd. Next, we have Hulu's Hellraiser reboot teaser reveals first look at Jamie Clayton's Pinhead. Hulu introduced the new Hellraiser in October, and the promotion has started with the release of an all-new teaser trailer for the reboot. Though brief, the ominous teaser does provide a sneak peek at Jamie Clayton as the new Hell Priest, aka Pinhead, with a look at her face hidden behind the moving letters of the film's logo. The teaser, streaming on YouTube, is embedded below. Also notes that the film will start streaming on Hulu on October 7th of this year, just in time for Halloween season. While there have been many Hellraiser movies in the years past, this new reboot from Hulu is notable in that it brings Clive Barker back to the franchise. Barker, who wrote the original novella that inspired the 1987 movie he also directed, has not been involved with the franchise since serving as a producer on the 1996 Hellraiser Bloodline, the fourth installment of the series. It was reported in 2020 that Barker had reacquired the rights to Hellraiser and would be producing this new reboot on Hulu. Dave directed the new Hellraiser using a screenplay by Ben Collins and Luke something, a story by David Goyer, Ben Collins, and that person. Jamie Clayton, Sense 8, I'm not sure what that is, plays a new Pinhead, with the cast also including Odessa, I'm not going to try it, Adam Drew, Brandon Flynn. Oh my God, I do not want to murder these poor people's names. Well, you could see them on the screen. Jamie Clayton has provided a sneak peek at her transformation. The above teaser does provide our best sneak peek yet at the new Pinhead, though Jamie Clayton previously revealed a look at her transformation on the iconic horror villain on Instagram. Clayton posed a video of herself in the makeup chair, though the footage did not reveal a finished look and the complete makeup. It remains to be seen just how much Pinhead horror fans will get to see before the film gets a streaming debut. So I guess we could probably check this out. All that was okay. Oh, you see her right back here. Interesting. Okay. So we don't really get to see a whole lot, but there is a little bit. I guess that would be the teaser. Now, we did talk about this a while back that they were deciding on if they want to do this or not. So, Evil Dead Rise was supposed to release to HBO Max and be exclusive there, but they have decided to make it a theatrical. They're going to take it to theaters. As Warner Brothers shifts another one of its blockbuster release dates around, it looks like the Evil Dead are once again set to hit our screens. Originally an HBO Max exclusive, the fifth installment in this campy horror franchise will now premiere exclusively in theaters April 1st of next year. And as starring these people right here, I really do not want to butcher the butcher. Oh my God, I can't even say butcher. And Bruce Campbell produced flick is one of two films that will move to theater only releases alongside New Line Cinema's remake of House. They're remaking House Party, opening on December 9th. Did not know they was remaking House Party. Evil Dead Rise is meant to be a fresh take on the franchise and its beloved Deadites as a demon invasion takes over Los Angeles. It centers on two sisters whose long-awaited reunion is cut short by a mysterious book is discovered within the older sister's Ellie's building. Together, they need to fight against a demonic invasion summoned into their world, both to save their family and find closure. Despite being an Ashless sequel, so there will be no Ash in this again, in the franchise in a far different setting, the decision to move it to theaters was made in part because of the trailer's performance during Sin Europe. I'm not sure what that is. Reports that the audiences were thrilled with the direction Cronin was taking to the franchise. So I had, and they was talking about this a while back, and we was kind of wondering if they was going to do this because we love our um, Evil Dead. Obvious, I'm Evil Dead fan. Absolutely love it. So it's good to see. Unfortunate for me, I probably won't get to see it at the theater, but when it goes streaming, I will be definitely first to see it. And this has been an interesting development. Sean Cunningham teases Friday the 13th installment for next year. It has now been a full 13 years release since, has it been 13 years? Wow. Since the last Friday the 13th movie, with the franchise trapped in a messy legal battle ever since. You can read all about, we're not getting into that. Most of us know about that. But the basic gist is that Sean Cunningham, the original movie's director, and Victor Miller, the original movie's writer, have been fighting over who gets control of what. It was back in 2018 that a judge ruled Victor Miller owns the rights to the original Friday the 13th screenplay in the United States, and a decision Cunningham has failed to overturn in the years that have followed. Cunningham, however, owns the character of the adult Jason Voorhees introduced in the later sequels. So the two eventually will have to work together in this. Otherwise, a major Otherwise, major elements of the franchise will have to be split between the two parties for any further projects, which sounds like too much of a mess to actually be able to be all that viable. That said, it looks like something is happening very soon as Sean Cunningham has updated his bio over a cameo to indicate a franchise is coming back to, to life soon. Cunningham's official cameo bio states Sean Cunningham directed and produced the cinema. I don't know. I can't do words very well. Has directed and produced the Friday the 13th, creating the iconic villain Jason Voorhees. The movie has spawned 12 installments, with the 13th scheduled for next year. What does that mean? Has Cunningham and Miller worked out a deal, or is Cunningham developing a Friday project of his own? For now, it is a mysterious tease that has us scratching our heads and wondering what the hell is going on in the world of Camp Crystal Lake. So, that was an interesting update because, that was kind of the fall of the game, too, because of all of this going on. So unfortunate. And we reported on this a long time ago, but it has been announced again. The Walking Dead, Jeffrey Dean Morgan joins the cast of The Boys. And right now they are either filming or producing, I forget which, season 4 of The Boys. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays the iconic villain in The Walking Dead, is signed on into The Boys superhero drama for its 4th season. The imposing and charismatic actor in the show is being kept a secret for now, but the casting represents a reunion for Morgan and The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke. Morgan plays a patriarch John Winchester. Oh my God! On Supernatural. Words be hard today. The movie marks the latest supernatural actor to join the show, with the star Jason Eccles have boarded on season 3, and I have rumors that he will be coming for season 4 as well. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I have seen rumors that he will be coming on to season 4 as well. Morgan's also credits would be he was on Greg's Anatomy. I did not know that. And The Good Wife, and such like The Watchmen, and he was good in Rampage. I don't know about these other stuff. He is best known for playing Negan. Love Negan. On AMC's zombie drama, he was introduced in the show's 6th season and then survived to his current 11th and final season. He is also reprising his role in the upcoming Walking Dead spinoff, Dead City. We'll get into that. That's a different story. The Boys just finished airing its 3rd season. In addition to next year's 4th season, Prime Video has ordered 2 spin-off series. One is an animated project called The Boys Presents Diabolical. The other is a spin-off set at a college focused on young adult superheroes. The Boys is a book that takes a look at what happens when superheroes use their powers for bad instead of good. Oh, it takes a look. Where did I get book from? Oh my God. I cannot read today. These superheroes are as popular as celebrities, but they're not puffik. Okay, we're done with this article. I'm getting annoyed with myself. Oh my God. Okay, since we did kind of graze this. We are going to talk about it now. The Walking Dead spinoff focusing on Maggie and Negan is getting a new title. So as you've seen, we they're talking about it used to be called Isle of the Dead, but they have changed the name to Dead City. I don't know what inspired the change, but they are changing it. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really say in here. So, yeah, if I would have known that it talked about that in the previous article, we wouldn't have went over this one first. I did not read articles beforehand. So, Isle of Dead is now called Dead City. Dahmer. First look at Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer in Ryan Murphy's Netflix series. So that looks like him. American Horror Story veteran Evan Peters will play the title character in Dahmer, a new Netflix series that reteams him once again with American Horror Story creator Ryan Murphy. Above, you'll find the first look at Evan Peters as a real-life serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, who murdered and dismembered 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991. Let's see if it says if there's going to be a release date. Jeffrey Dahmer was most recently played on screen by Ross Lynch in the film My Friend Dahmer, with Jeremy Renner previously playing Dahmer in 2000. Okay, so it doesn't really give a release date. But it's going to be a 10-episode limited series, reportedly spans from 1960s to the early 1990s. I love Evan Peters. I think he's going to do really good in this. More Evil Dead news. Evil Dead the Game remake character David Allen joining Mia as a playable survivor. So, this is from the remake, obviously, says in the title. So, Mia, the lead character, is going to be joining the game, and also David Allen. And it's been so long since I've seen this movie, I can't remember who he plays in the movie. Maybe it will say. Alongside Mia Allen from the Evil Dead remake, Saber Interactive has announced today that David Allen from the 2013 movie will also be joining the Evil Dead game next month. David Allen arrives alongside Mia in the Evil Dead game as a playable survivor on September 8th, 19. Oh my god, now I can't even read numbers. 2022. They're both part of the Evil Dead 2013 DLC bundle, free to season pass owners. So, interesting. So, that's what the character's going to look like. So, if you have the game, you're going to have two of the remake characters coming soon. I want that game so bad, I just have not been able to afford it. Plus, most of it's online, and I only have a few friends I know have it. Seen this today. Bloody disgusting. Netflix Resident Evil series canceled after one season. Just after one season that premieres this past July, Netflix has already made the decision to cancel their live action Resident Evil series. Deadline notes the news, which comes a month and a half after the series' July 14th release, is not entirely surprising, as the drama did not have a particularly strong showing on Netflix top 10, and cost versus viewing is streaming leading renewal. So, yeah. So, it is already canceled. I did watch this, and it was okay, but some of the plot, it just was completely bonkers. Now, I don't really know the games. I've never played. I played one game for like maybe 5 minutes, so I literally don't know the games. I do like the movies with what's her name in it, the original Evil Dead movie, or not Evil Dead, Resident Evil movies. I do like those, but this one was just like bonkers. The only thing I really liked is this croc alligator or whatever the heck it was. It looked really cool. But other than that, I really didn't like it. And I'm not like super into the game, so I don't know how close. I've seen other people saying it wasn't very good adaptation. I really don't know. I can't speak on that, but it's just like, oh, it made no sense. And then we got this is our last story. The Salem's Lot remake is once again without a release date. In the midst of many big time changes over at Warner Brothers, we've learned today that the Salem's Lot remake will be bumped from release date yet again. Originally set for theaters September 9th of this year, the new Stephen King adaptation will be bumped to April 21st of next year. Now the film has been undated altogether. Oh, so it's already been pushed once. Now it's undated altogether. Got it. It's likely that Warner Brothers is trying to figure out what to do with the movie and whether to bring it to theaters or streaming to HBO Max. We'll report, we will report more as we learn it. James Wan produced for Warner Brothers and New Line with Gary, that dude, writing the script and also directing the new movie. I didn't know James Wan was going to be behind it. Interesting. So here's the cast list right here. I am not going to, as much as I'm having problems with words today, I'm not going to try to read these poor people's names. And there's some more creative people behind it. Go away. So it went being pushed back to April of next year to being undated altogether. So I don't know what. Well, I'll keep an eye on the story, and if there's updates, I will post about them. I kind of wait until there's enough to talk about to do a news, because there's really no point just talk about one thing. But I guess I can start doing it if there's interest. But these videos really don't get a lot of views. So, like this video if you do want to see more news. Let me know. Last off, this Saturday, me and Horror Freak 85 are going to be talking about everything that we love about Shudder, like the movies on their TV series, whatever. We're going to. I have a long list to talk about. I haven't been able to rewatch a lot of the stuff, but I have been taking notes, and the things I have been rewatching, I've been trying to stick to Shudder originals or Shudder exclusives. So there are a lot more movies on there that are not those things, but to save me time, because I don't get a lot of time to watch movies, to save me time, the things I am watching, I'm trying to watch stuff I haven't seen before, and it has to be a Shudder original or a Shudder exclusive. The things I am trying to watch and take notes on, but I already got plenty of notes, so, and I don't know what he has watched, and we don't converse beforehand, so I don't know what he has watched and what he has his notes on. So we're going to be talking about. So if you're interested in knowing what's on Shudder and the things that we enjoy, tune in Saturday on the Horror Freak 85's YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or my time, 6 p.m. Central Time, and find out what we love about Shudder, what's on there, etc. And I'll see y'all there. Bye bye.